What's going on? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good week, good morning, good night, whenever you're watching this. Anyway, we have some Auburn Tigers news to talk about. So, there is some speculation on who their quarterback is going to be for the 2026 season. They brought in new head coach Alex Golesh, who I thought was a great hire. I thought that was a very good hire from USF. Golesh then brings in his own offensive coordinator from USF, which is Joel Gordon. This brings questions whether Ashton Daniels, who is the number one, sorry, I got an ad pop up. Ashton Daniels, who we saw finish the season for Auburn last year, had a pretty good ending to the season. He was pretty good. Is he gonna stay at Auburn? He's mentioned already that he wants to stay at Auburn. As of today, I've heard some rumors he might be hitting the transfer portal. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's what I've heard by a few different sources. If he does stay, Ashton Daniels is definitely one of your top targets to be your quarterback next year. If he does leave, then there's some major questions. Who is your guy next year? So number one that we obviously have is Ashton Daniels. Because if he stays, he's probably your quarterback next year. Unless Alex Golesh brings in his own guy, which could also be something. Because Alex Golesh is an offensive-minded head coach. We saw him run a great offense at USF. Bring in your own coordinator. I think you might want to have your own guy in here. So there are some questions whether Ashton Daniels likes the new staff that's in here. Does he want to stay still? There are some questions whether Alex Golesh and the new staff want Ashton Daniels to carry the team next season. So the next one that we have, I think every Auburn fan knows him, is Deuce Knight. Very highly touted quarterback. Auburn made a strong push for him, got him out of his recruiting class out of high school. I think every Auburn fan was super stoked for Deuce Knight, and you didn't see him much last season. There were a lot of times when Jackson Arnold was really struggling. Everybody was calling for Deuce Knight. There were times when, you know, Auburn's head coach was under fire. So he was on the hot seat, major. So, like Hugh Freeze. Then you were calling for Deuce Knight. You were thinking, is Hugh Freeze finally going to throw Deuce Knight in there to maybe save his job? Threw Ashton Daniels in there. Didn't get to see Deuce Knight. Now, Deuce Knight did play he played one game last year. That was against Mercer. Looked very good. Can't take much from it because it is against Mercer. But you're highly touted out of high school for a reason. 6'4", 217, big body, left-handed quarterback. Super young, still only 19 years old. Plenty of growing to do. Deuce Knight, he can be very special. Put him in the right situation. There was some cryptic post on social media about him maybe wanting to leave. I don't know how much truth there is to that either. If he doesn't get the starting job, I could see him possibly hitting the portal. And I don't think he'll get the starting job yet. I don't think quite yet that they'll give him the starting job because I think if Byrum Brown hits the transfer portal, it's going to be hard for me to see Alex Golesh and Joel Gordon not go after him. That's their quarterback they had at USF. Byrum Brown went in and had a great year. He was really good at the group of five level though. Maybe give him some more talent in the group in the power four. Maybe you see something better there. And again, like I said, he was really good at USF. He can sling the rock around. He can run, use his legs like better than almost anybody in the country. True dual threat quarterback. And I think he has a high ceiling. I think he does have a high ceiling. There is also a slight possibility that he goes pro this year. If he doesn't go pro, he's probably going to be in the portal unless the Brian Hartline hire to USF does convince him to return to South Florida. I don't think so. I don't really see it happening quite yet. He's not officially in the portal. He did opt out of his bowl game against Old Dominion, so like I said, still some questions whether it seems like he's either going to go pro or hit the portal. And we don't know yet. If he does hit the portal, like I said, fully expect Alex Golesh to take some swings at him. So that's really the three that I have here. I know not too in depth. I don't really have many quarterback candidates for Auburn as of right now because I don't know if they're even going to be in the market for a quarterback quite yet. unless it is Byrum Brown. I think as an offensive-minded head coach with Alex Golesh, feels like he might want to go get his own guy. Could be completely wrong because I think you have something in Ashton Daniels, and I absolutely think you have something in Deuce Knight. So maybe you want to stick it out with those guys to keep them around. But like I said, I've heard some rumors today that Ashton Daniels might be heading to the portal. Again, that's not confirmed. That's just what I've heard. So very interesting situation for Auburn here. Don't really know the direction they're going to go, but that is who I have. Like I said again, not too in depth. Just wanted to run over the candidates and get these in mind for some people. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. I know it was super short and super quick, but if you somehow did enjoy it, maybe consider dropping a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Um, we'll have a lot of Auburn content coming up. I'm gonna go over a video going over Alex Golesh's full staff that he brought in because he did bring a bunch of USF guys and some other moves that some Auburn fans were excited about and some Auburn fans were kind of skeptical of. So I will have a video coming out about that. So if you're looking forward to that one, just stay tuned for it because it's coming next week or week after. One of those weeks. I'll be out of town all next week, so yeah, I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do. But yeah, hope everybody has a good one and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.